One of Steven Spielberg's most famous films is Schindler's List, which was set during the Second World War. The entire film was shot in black and white except for one important scene which had a special color effect. In that scene, you had this little girl being rounded up by the Nazis and her coat was red, whereas everything else was black and white. We refer to this as the Schindler's List effect. And I'm going to show you how you can do it with Premiere Pro. So here I am. What I'm going to do here is I have this shot here where I have the cross the street button and I have this red car that passes in the background. So what I want to do is I want to have this whole shot black and white except for the car. Because it's red, let's keep it red. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this part of the color correction tool called HSL Secondary, Hue, Saturation, and Levels. And once again, what's interesting is we're going to use a little eyedropper here to select the color red. What you can do with this button here called Color Gray, you can actually see the mask we're creating. So what we're doing is we're selecting this color and we're telling the color corrections tool, mask out everything but this color. So we're kind of working backwards. You'll see what's going to happen. Then I can use this plus tool to add more color. What we also have down here are the controls for the hue, the saturation, and the levels. The hue will give us more of that red, but we have to be careful because, of course, we have some other elements in the shot that also have a bit of red in them. And we usually adjust our levels. So that's not too bad. So you can see I have chosen quite a bit of the car. Let's just play it and see what it looks like. So what I'm going to do next, once I've created my color mask with these controls up here, I go down to these controls down here and I remove the color from that mask. So now you notice that the car is all gray. But that's not what I want. What I want is I want the car to stay red and everything else to go black and white. And that control you'll find over here in this window underneath the tab called Effect Control. You click on it, make sure that this clip is selected, and what you'll find is here is your controls for Lumetri Color, which is the color correction tool over here. And down here at the bottom, we have this button called Invert. And here's what happens. When I click on it, the car is going to turn red and all this other scene is going to turn black and white. And so the effect is like this. I have my wipe, here comes my car. Another trick that I like to do is I like to have a shot start in black and white and then fade into color. And that is actually quite easy to do by placing a cut halfway through the shot and adding a cross dissolve. So here I have this shot that with my car that's in black and white. And what I want to do is as it pans into the grass, I want the shot to become color again. So here at this point, I take my blade tool, I cut the shot, and then I right click and I add a default transition, which is just a simple cross dissolve. Then I go to this shot right here, and what I do is I just turn off the secondary color correction. I just turn this off, and now the shot is in color. So the effect is, using my color correction tool, I've actually been able to do two effects. I'm able to have this Schindler's List effect where the car is red and the rest of the scene is black and white. And then as the camera pans into the grasses are now going to become in color. So let's play from this shot here. Here's my wipe. It fades into color. And then fades into my final shot. So there you go. We've done some basic color correction and we've done some fancy HSL secondary color correction.